Change to opponent here, Elvis Dube doing what journeymen do and stepping into the breach. Blackledge in a bit of a marking time fight. He's got some big fights ahead of him, super middleweight. He'll just be looking to keep his tools nice and sharp. Credit to Elvis Dube for making up for a late withdrawal and giving Luke the opportunity to get some rounds in.
It's not mixed ritual then, is it, Dube? Down.
Our next bout this evening is a 6 3-minute rounds contest. Firstly, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in 13 stone, 6 pounds, 8 ounces. And tonight he wears the blue and white shorts. Please welcome from Derby, Elvis Dube! And across the ring in the blue corner with a record of 21 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws with 7 KOs. Weighing in 12 stone, 9 pounds, 1 ounce. And tonight he wears the blue shorts with gold trim. Please welcome from Darwin, Lancashire, Luke Blackledge! Your referee is Mr. Steve Gray, who will now give his final instructions to both boxers.
Okay, boys, no break, take 1 step back, don't throw punches to the back of the head, protect yourselves all times, okay? Touch them all.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Luke
6 3-minute rounds.
Luke Blackledge just keeping his tools sharp. Who knows who he's going to be fighting later on this year, but he's got some big title fights, hasn't he, at super middleweight?
Yeah, the rumour is he's going to be next out against fighting Callum Smith for the British title on December the 10th.
Seconds
Manchester
out,
Arena. That's
round
not
one.
come from anyone in his team, but that's come from a source I've got.
I'd be a bit I was unsure whether Callum would actually go ahead with that, or whether he'd have his eye on something else and fight another foreign opponent.
Yeah,
if that is the next fight, brilliant, because it keeps the British title active. Callum fights someone we know, and I think
someone who deserves his shot, isn't
deserves
he?
a shot.
Luke Blackledge, he's come up, he's done it the hard way, he's done it the right way. He's took tough fights. He's done 4, 6, 8, 10 rounders. He had the big win. He had the big fight against Liam Cameron. What a fight that was in Blackburn. It was a full house.
Yeah.
He went in there. He produced when he had to produce, and he's worked his way into a mandatory position for the British title.
Yeah, he's worked his way back, hasn't he, from the big fight with Fielding.
Fully
Deserves a shot, and for him not to have actually been given a shot so far, it's strange, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It'd be really good actually. If you actually got Luke to go and actually speak to some people about bouncing back and things like that. That Rocky Fielding defeat could have been. It could have been career-ending, it could have gone off the rails, he could have done whatever, and look what he's done. He's just knuckled down under the tutelage of Matvienko, worked on some of the things that went wrong, and the Luke Blackledge that's in the ring tonight is probably the best Luke Blackledge that we've seen as a professional boxer.
Yeah.
And getting better.
We took a nice right hand from Dube there.
Yeah, he needs to be careful with Dube because, you know, he's going to be giving away a little bit of weight in there, or certainly natural weight and natural size and power. Nice body shot from Blackledge. And Dube's, you know, he's a little pocket shot. Do you know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of like a cruiserweight Francis Ampolfo.
He's exactly like a cruiserweight Francis Ampolfo, yeah.
You know, he's tough. He throws shots. He throws crazy shots.
Yeah. At least, I know it's a very, very late change of opponent, but at least Luke wasn't preparing for a bigger fight and then having to switch his mindset to taking on a journeyman. Yeah. He was already due to fight Mitch Mitchell, so nothing's much has changed really.
Yeah, I think probably if there is a frustration from the Blackledge camp, like we say, after the Cameron fight, you'd probably like to have seen the 10 or 12 round step up, you know, little progression.
He took a huge right hand from Dube. That rocked Blackledge to the soles of his boots.
5, 6.
Suddenly everything
7,
we've just been saying about title
8.
shots, he's up in the balance here. That was a huge right hand from Dube.
See him have a little look there to Matt Bianco. I'm sure Alex has told him now to box at range.
Dube isn't piling on the pressure.
And Dube's just waiting for that right hand again there.
Oh, he lands an uppercut. Blackledge is in trouble. His legs aren't underneath him, Simon.
No, it isn't. I'm just looking at those legs there. I'm looking at the knees.
Dube on the brink of what would be an unthinkable victory for him, really.
It'd be a stunning upset there, and I say still plenty. It's coming to the end of the first round now.
That was a powerful shot.
Well, we were just sitting here, we're talking about progression and what have you, and the wheels nearly came off in the first round there, John.
Yeah, everything we were just saying about Luke Blackledge British title fights, for a minute then, just looked like it had all gone up in smoke.
First things first, you know, the conditioning, the shape he's got himself in there, you know, it's what's brought him back up. You know, he got to his feet there. Like I said, I wasn't too sure if he was going to get up from the first one, then he took a big uppercut as well. Jimmy Kelly just joining us then as well.
Yeah, we've just got Jimmy Kelly fought for world title. Jimmy, what did you think when you saw that shot land from Dube?
I was just walking then, I just took a quick glance and what a shot, but he just got caught on the button. But, you know, it's early in the rounds and it'll go on into the fight, I think. You know, when you get these last-minute opponents that are like a bit heavier, you know, your motivation's not there.
Corners,
but
10 seconds.
He's switched on now. He's had to pull himself together and he'll box comfortably now and get a good win.
Seconds out.
Jimmy, when you out next? When can we
round
just
2.
waiting for the phone to ring, but, you know, big things will be coming. World title next year.
Good stuff. Good to see you again, Jimmy.
Jimmy Kelly there, just giving us his thoughts. Blackledge looks a lot more solid straight away, doesn't he? His feet are back underneath him now. Dube's looking for that right hand again.
Yeah, they're both trading quite solid shots here now, and you can see Luke keeping that left hand up now as well, and the right hand's coming. No doubt Matt Bianco identified that. You know, I don't think I've seen Dube throw as many shots as he has so far in this second round, and you know, in any of the previous fights I've seen him. And I'm not sure if Blackledge is going to have to deter him here with something and hurt him perhaps.
I wonder if maybe we've taken it on such short notice, although Dube will be naturally fighting fit, won't he? Whether he was just worried about blowing his gas tank out and going for a stoppage in the first round, Dube.
Yeah, I'd be very surprised if Dube has done any sparring for this fight or this date or this weekend or anyway. Another right hand landed again there from Dube. Blackledge rolled with it, he took it a lot better. See that dangerous shot, the overhand right, it's a shot he's looking for.
But brought it up through the middle then, a beautiful uppercut. It just goes to show, if you're watching this, you look at these journeymen, just lose it, you know, they turn up every week and lose, you look at their records, you might write them off. You see what Elvis Dube's capable of doing against a talented, pretty high level opponent here. These guys, very skilled, you've got to be on your game.
Yeah, you know, Luke's probably took this fight, you know, he's giving away...
a lot.
He's a big light heavyweight, is Dube, you know, he has been in with, you know, he's been in with some of the top light heavyweights on the way up and what have you, and you know, Luke's took this fight to get out to get a payday or just to get out, just to, you know, knock a bit of ring rust off, and you know, it is always dangerous. I remember Shane Singleton doing something similar in Leeds with Wayne Reed, and he had to get up off the canvas a couple of times. It was a tough night. Nice overhand right there from Blackledge himself. Just needs to be on his guard here now. Bodywork certainly slowing Dube down.
Yeah, he's just drawn that sting, hasn't he, in this round, Luke, with some nice, crisp shots. But
Yeah.
Dube now, he's just going to always have in that mind that he's one right hand away from getting Blackledge in trouble again.
Yeah, and I'm just wondering, I'm just watching, you know, Dube's punch output as the round's gone on, it's certainly slowed down dramatically. Blackledge is working the body. Still getting caught with that overhand right, though. Just not being thrown with the same ferocity from Dube.
Oh, it whips her right in behind the guard again, Dube.
Last 10 seconds in the second round.
Hope you're enjoying tonight's fights. You know, it's a long bill on paper, but we've been treated to some pretty spectacular performances, knockouts, and we've been on the brink of a huge upset here.
Yeah, we have, yeah, and it's, like I say, that this is what boxing needs. It's not what Luke Blackledge needs, but you know, a lot of these journeymen, you know, sometimes you don't understand the pressure that they're under to produce a performance. You don't know if they're, you know, the board are watching their performances and their efforts in certain fights, and you never know. I remember Christian Lake going on the big Hull show when Tommy Coyle boxed Luke Campbell. He went out and he beat an unbeaten Leeds kid on that show because, you know, he decided he wanted to go out and get a win. It was in memory of a friend, or I can't remember the exact story, but you know, I always remember talking to D Mitchell, and D Mitchell told me he could have been British champion. He chose to go and be a journeyman because he got fed up and not getting the decisions and what have you. And you come here tonight, Elvis Dube's having a right go at Luke Blackledge, and you know, fair play to both guys.
10 seconds.
Luke Blackledge has had to pick himself off of the canvas, and Elvis Dube's in there throwing right hands.
Seconds out. Round 3.
Let's see what Dube does now.
Yeah, we've got it down as a 6th round. I'm not too sure it is going to be a 6th rounder. It's been moved to a 4. I'll try and get confirmation of that. I missed the MC as when he was doing his introductions. Throwing his jab again now, Blackledge. 1s, 2s and 3s. Having to punch down on his opponent in there. He's giving away a lot of natural height and weight. Sorry, a lot of natural size and weight. Nice straight shots there from Blackledge.
Yeah, nice left hand, wasn't it? Almost like a half screw shot up the guard.
Dude's just on the back foot now here at the start of the 3rd round. Still looking for that right hand. Nice little right hand got through from Blackledge. Dube's working hard in there as well.
I think the key here for Luke, just keep Elvis busy, but make sure that left hand comes right back to his chin every single time. Elvis is just looking for that right hand. Although, to be honest, he's also brought it up nicely as an uppercut as well, Dube.
Yeah, he has. He's found some nice body shots as well this round. I seen Luke earlier on tonight in Nando's. He's in fantastic shape. He's in fantastic condition, and that's why he was able to get up in the 1st round. It's a good fight this before we move on to the next 2 big fights. We've got Jamie Cox in a big fight. Not necessarily a great opponent, but he's in a big fight because I've been told he's going to be the mandatory challenger for the WBO world title next week if he comes through tonight. Not too sure how well kept that secret's been.
Well, very, because I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So you broke it to me.
Yeah, there we go. Apparently he's going to be made the mandatory for the world title. Or he's certainly going to be given a final eliminator for one. He'll be named next week. There's a little bit of history as well with Jamie Cox and Luke Blackledge. I think Luke believes, and certainly Luke's team believes, Jamie was a little bit disrespectful, some of his comments and the way he went about calling out Luke after he won his Commonwealth title.
Hard going this for Luke tonight. This isn't what he was preparing for. It isn't what he'll have expected to be involved in tonight, this.
No, he's probably naturally in there now, giving away a 1.5 stones, and it's whatever additional weight Dube was carrying in there. Blackledge seems to be targeting the body, and Dube seems to be looking for the headshots in there right now at the moment.
Luke Evans has joined us from for Smooth Camp, undefeated professional, 4-0. Did you see the right hand that dropped Blackledge, Luke?
Luke did say he was going to jump on the mic.
Nice and short right hand. fantastic from Dube, which is really unexpected considering he's near enough a journeyman now. So, yeah, Blackledge just got to keep it mid to long range, and I think he'll do a fine job of it.
And how about you, Luke? What's going on? You're 4-0. You next out in November?
Yeah, 4-0. Now out November 19th at Victoria Warehouse. I'm just looking forward to getting back in the ring, to be honest with you. Hopefully it's the last one of the year. You know, then next year, hopefully big things to come. So everything's rocking in the gym, everyone's happy, we're doing good stuff. Just got to keep learning, and that's the main thing, I think.
November the 19th, Luke, back out looking to finish the year with a bang.
Yeah, can't wait, mate. Can't wait. It's going to be a fantastic night of boxing. Some great fights on. Just looking forward to getting back in the ring, putting a statement.
Luke will join us for the rest of this fight.
Round 4.
So yeah, it's a 6-rounder. See how much ambition Dube's still got. His output's dropped and dropped over since that first round, but he'll still know that he's capable of really hurting Blackledge.
Yeah, I think Luke needs to keep it mid-long range, get behind that jab, just see out the remaining rounds. Not going looking for anything. Dube is still dangerous at any time, so just get behind that jab and just pick your shots.
Funny thing is, it's the jab. I'm exactly the same as you, Luke. I say he needs to be throwing the jab to win the fight, but that's where he's giving him the opportunity to land that overhand right as well. Yeah,
well, like I said, he's dangerous. He's dangerous with them their counter punches. So Dube's just got to keep on his chest. But obviously, Blackledge has got a box as well behind his jab. You don't want to smother his work.
Done a little bit of sparring yourself, haven't you, down at the elite gym and down at Matt Vienco's?
Yeah, I've done a bit down Matt Vienco's, sparring with some of his lads. I'm not really sure of the names, but there's a couple of top lads down there. But tell you what, they're tough as nails down there.
They must have hit you hard, Luke, if you can't remember the names.
Oh, mate, telling you.
He does that many rounds, that's what it is.
Too many.
Nice work now from Blackledge.
Yeah, he's following the game plan, but it probably would have initially set now down to a T, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, if we're saying that the first round was 10-8 in the second round, we're saying Blackledge next the second round, yeah?
Yeah, I think
yeah, I'm in full agreement. Blackledge has got the last few rounds, but Dube's still alive and dangerous.
So at the moment it's an even fight, but Blackledge looks like he's taking over now.
Yeah, if you watch Blackledge, the way he's trained by Matt Vienco, if you watch the way he boxes as well, you see this, he's very good, he does the basics right, he's very technical the way he throws his shots, and he throws his shots the right way as well. Don't let that put anybody off. Luke Blackledge loves a fight, he loves a scrap, and he'll be doing everything in there now to stick to the game plan, to stick to what Matt Vienco, stick to the corner's instructions. But what he'll want to do is he'll want to get in there and have a tear up with him as well. Yeah,
I agree with you, Si. Blackledge is, he just wants to scrap, doesn't he? And Dube looks like a couple of weight classes above him, to be fair. So,
yeah, I said that. I think he's probably giving away two stone in there, naturally.
Yeah, without a doubt, he's a big guy, Dube. If I'm not mistaken, I think he boxed Sam Hyde earlier on in his career, or he was going to, or
yeah, he's definitely been up around cruiserweight, Elvis.
So he's a big guy, but Blackledge is handling him well after that first round knockdown.
Have you fought anybody, Luke, yet who you've given away a lot of weight to?
My very first fight, a boxer I call Matt Seawright, experienced journeyman, knows how to get through the rounds. He weighed 10 stone 10. He had 8.5 pounds on me. So it was quite a shock.
Could you feel that your punches weren't having the impact?
Well, to be honest with you, I couldn't, because I don't think he really landed a punch. But yeah, he did look a lot bigger in size.
If you've not seen Luke fight, look up his the fight he had with Lee Connolly. Lee's a good, solid journeyman. Luke was great that night. Don't let your head get too big, Luke. But
that's the first rule of being a professional fighter. Discipline.
He's saying that with his fingers crossed.
Yeah.
But you should look up that fight. Look up Luke Evans, Lee Connolly. You see a top class performance. Getting ready to come out for round 5 now.
10 seconds.
Blackledge will be much happier now. Be able to see the finish line. He's got his game plan working.
Seconds out. Round 5.
Yeah, he's starting to listen to Matvienko.
Have you given him the last 3 rounds then, guys? Have you got him 1 round up now? Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree, yeah.
We've just had Leon Woodstock in the ring. Luke, he's not a million miles away from your weight division. What did you make of his performance? Did you get a chance to see it?
Yeah, I watched it. I watched every single round. I thought it was a very good performance from Leon, but there were some things that I thought he could have done better in. But it's there to work on. You know, he's a good kid. He's a young lad, so he's got a big future as well.
Just think when the mega fight between Evans and Woodstock's going to take place in about 3 years, and people are search back through YouTube to make little gifs and stuff like that.
Well,
they're going to pluck that comment out. You started a rivalry.
Well, you never.
Seller and Gary Booth are going to have a job holding him back anyway, because whenever you talk to Luke, he wants the 50-50 fights now.
Yeah, well,
you know, he'd take them now. It's a refreshing attitude to have. It's what we talked about earlier on. It's great to see. I'm not too sure it's good for the long-term career and what have you, but yeah,
I don't know. It's like I'm 20 years old at the end of the day. I've got a big future ahead of me, as far as I know. So I've just got to keep a level head, and obviously I get the right fights at the right time to keep progressing. Yeah. So, but you never know. If a fight comes along like that, and I've got the right amount of time to train, then definitely, why not?
Just getting news through there that Shane Singleton's drawn tonight. Got up off the floor in the 3rd round and got a draw.
Yeah, the home corner's not having the results that we're expecting over on the Lindemann show on the over the park.
Wonder how that fight's going to go tonight. Sam Iden, Blaze, Mendo.
Yeah, it's got people talking, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I'm edging towards Sam. Simon thinks Blaze. What do you think?
I think early rounds, I think Blaze has to do it, but you never know. Sam can outbox Blaze, I think, but Blaze can bang, I think.
Apparently the sparring between them was like World War III.
Well, I've heard a few rumours in sparring, but I'm not going to disclose them over here. But yeah, it'd be a good fight, and may the best man win.
Lovely uppercut landed there from Blackledge.
Yeah, nice crisp uppercut.
I think the big difference as well, what Blackledge is doing here is...
Oh, he got caught in one himself. Got back on that jab, mate.
Just got to be switched on as well now for these last couple of rounds. I was just about to say, he seems to be able to predict what's coming his way that little bit faster, and he seems to be reacting a little bit quicker, and then you say that, right, an uppercut landed on the button. I think we've given the commentators curse twice tonight, Joe. We might need to...
Yeah, that's where he doesn't want to be, right in Elvis's face. You know, he wants to be at least medium to long range behind that jab, and it'll be easy night work for him.
Last few seconds of the 5th round. Another Blackledge round. You guys have scored
Yeah.
Just apart from that right uppercut, I think that's a pretty solid round.
Yeah, definitely an eye catcher.
And he found himself all shook up by Elvis's right uppercut.
I tell you what, guys, all this boxing tonight makes me want to get back in the ring. Only 4 weeks to go, and I'm there.
You know who you've got yet, Luke?
I'm not too sure yet, but it doesn't bother me. I've trained for everyone, so you know that's the only thing you can do. It might only be another journeyman, but to me it's another dangerous opponent. So let's just see what we get.
Training's going well, is it, mate?
Yeah, really well. I sparred with Chris Conwell the other day. Did really well against him, and he did well against me. And he's got a big fight coming up, so shout out to Chris Conwell.
10 seconds.
Yeah, he's fighting for the English title against, I think it's, what's the guy's name? That's the one, Andy Townend, another good kid.
Round.
So it'll be a good show.
Conwell and Townend.
Be a good scrap.
There's only one way that's going.
Yeah. It's not going the distance, I can assure you that.
No.
So Blackledge versus Dube, we're into the final round here. From the White's Hotel at the Reebok Stadium. It's not the Reebok Stadium anymore, is it? It's
the
Macron
Macron.
Stadium, yeah?
No offence to these two guys, but a far more entertaining fight than you probably would have predicted.
Yeah, you know, fair play, Luke Blackledge. There's been times when I've expected Luke Blackledge to go in there, and we've had fireworks. He's produced a boxing masterclass.
Yeah, he's boxing really well after that knockdown, so just got to keep on top of him.
He's in the final round here. I wasn't too sure at one point earlier on in the night we were going to get this.
Yeah, he did really well to recover from that. It just shows you the strength of his fitness down at Matvienko's gym.
He's going looking for Dube now. Maybe just be a bit more bit wiser, a bit more careful. There's no point in getting into trading shots now.
He doesn't need to be there. He's smothering his work.
It's pride, isn't it, though, Luke,
yeah.
I suppose?
He's a very tough guy, Blackledge. So I'll give him full credit for this, because I wouldn't stand in front of Dube. Not a chance.
There's an old boxer, Luke, years ago before you came on the scene. He used to be called Francis Ampofo. And I think it was the Pocket Battleship, I think his nickname was. He used to box regularly on Barry Earns shows back in the day, and on Frank Maloney shows and what have you. It was a spitting image of Dube back in the day, and yeah, it potentially would have been talked about in your earlier fights and things like that. Or certainly when you get into title fight and title contention, it was a really exciting fight.
Might have to give that guy a look then.
Yeah, have a look. Seen Eddie Earn tweet about him a few days ago. He's still held in very high regard and things and what have you.
Fair enough. I'll have a look at that.
Won a couple of British titles, didn't he, up and down the weights and Commonwealths.
He used to operate around like Superfly to feather.
Yeah, I think he ended up around featherweight.
Yeah, but he looks like a shrunken Dube. He needs to fight the same way. But yeah, he won British titles at all the weights.
You know them dolls that all look the same, and you lift the lid off, and then you get a smaller one, and you do the same again. Yeah, it was a bit like that.
Bit of smothering here. Blackledge, nice body shot there.
Yeah,
switching stance. Bit of switch in there from Blackledge.
Like
nice shots.
Like Blackledge's kick tonight, I think it's as sharp as I've seen him look.
Yeah, his shots are nice. Definitely an 8.5 for me.
Yeah, they're a quality, they are. Don't be starting that bollocks.
That went down a storm, I'll let you know, mine and Kremner's. That's mine and Kremner's baby, anyway.
Yeah, so I believe, yeah.
I remember them spaceships.
I bumped into Andy Kremner earlier on in the week.
As he well.
He was in the Delft Kebab house, and Andy happened to be in there, yeah.
You were in the Delft Kebab house, asked if I'd seen Kremner, and he said, no, he's in Florida chicken.
So there it is, end of the fight.
Yeah, he's well out.
Good performance from Blackledge despite the earlier scare.
Just in case anyone was in any doubt there, what a pair of balls just shown by Luke Blackledge to get up there as well. And then also fair play to Matt Vienko. Got him listening and boxing to the game plan. Over to you guys now.
Yep.
Yeah. So I've got it 58 to 55 for Luke Blackledge, if my adding up in my head's right. Again, we need Rachel Riley again, Simon. Second use for her tonight. Sorry, what's that? The third use for her tonight.
Yeah, I agree with you, John.
Yeah. Okay, I can see Paul Butler's been pacing backwards and forwards, getting ready to make his debut with Joel Gallagher. He's on next. Just get confirmation of the result here from Mark Burdis. Unusual not to see Michael Pass reading out the results on a VIP show.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee scores the contest 58 points to 55. The winner in the blue corner from Darwin, Lancashire, Luke.
Good win there for Blackledge. Good prediction from John.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the gallant Elvis Dube.